Now, in a bold move to blend culture and commerce, the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly is backing the establishment of a culinary school aimed at boosting tourism. The idea is simple but strategic. Turn Akwa Ibom's rich food heritage into a driver for jobs, skills and visitor attraction. This afternoon, we explore how food could become the state's next big tourism export. At a public hearing yesterday to establish the Akwa Ibom State School of Culinary Studies and Hospitality Management, the chairman of the House Committee on Education, Right Honorable Kenema Nofiok, along with the governing board, emphasized the importance of statewide engagement and support for the bill, noting that promoting culinary education would position the state as a hub for hospitality excellence. Also speaking, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Aneti Udofia, and representative of the State Commissioner for Education, Dr. Emmanuel, said the bill would help professionalize the hospitality industry and offer industrial training to groom culinary experts. Let's just bring you snippets of what they said yesterday.
The bill before us today seeks to establish the Akwa Ibom State School of Culinary Studies through Hospitality Management, and a bill that will provide specialized culinary training programs designed to produce skills, professionals equipped with modern knowledge, skills, and attitude in the gastronomic and hospitality sector.
We believe that working collaboratively with the House Committee on Education and other relevant stakeholders, at the end of the day, this bill, when eventually passed, will help to streamline the tourism subsector, the culinary services in Akwa Ibom State, and the school that will be established when this bill is passed.
As a board established to oversee regulation, standardization for tourism in the state, we could see that there were some overlaps. And so what we have done as a board is to submit our position on that bill.
Well, a lot of conversation has been sunk into how this school is going to be very effective, especially when it comes to crystallizing what has already been a name that has been made for itself by Akwa Ibom State. Well, joining us on the program this afternoon is a Secretary General Association of Professional Chefs of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, herself, a food scientist and chef. Idara Emmanuel joins us live on the program. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, well, as I'm curious, as a professional chef and somebody who knows what it is to be in this business and what it means to make exquisite dishes, could you bring us up to speed with what this culinary school stands to spell for not just Akwa Ibom State, but the Niger Delta region? When we talk about food export, does this mean good for the state and beyond the state?
Yes, the word culinary means coming out of the kitchen, prepared from the kitchen. It has to cover cooking, baking, anything produced that is digested into the system. And one of the necessity of man is food. Most times we fail to understand that what we take in either makes us or destroys us. So it is a welcoming development to see the state government in its Arise concepts, one of the things.
Arise agenda.
Yes, Arise agenda, to think towards this direction, because over time you see a lot of persons, the young people, dying of different ailments, not knowing that it is because of the things they've taken in. Because we're trying to say, we should eat cheap meals, not minding the way these cheap meals are being prepared, not minding the food safety, not minding the culinary acts covering the food you ate. So the government have done a very great one to think in that direction, because it will help us to stay healthy. It will help us to also build a healthy nation.
All right. Well, looking at the years that have gone by, Akwa Ibom State stands tall and has been celebrated informally in different fora, talking about its cooking skills and all of that, what kind of meals it brings to the table. Now, why is it important to formalize this by creating a school that is dedicated to culinary studies?
Okay, well, Akwa Ibom State is known for its good meals. Not just good meals, these meals are very nutritious. Like if you look at our own local dishes. Yeah, and most times if you have people travel in from other places, they want to have our own indigenous meals. So we have to teach our people the professional ways of making these meals. Not just the fact that, oh, it is our meal, it is a Akwa meal, but we should make it in a way that it will be appreciated by other people, from the presentation, from the food safety aspect, and a whole lot to ensure that you send out only safe meals to the people.
Well, the bigger picture here is how we can ensure that the food made, not just in Akwa Ibom, but in the Niger Delta region, can be converted to produce that can be exported. Talking about exporting culture now through food.
Yes, we're doing that.
Do you think that this culinary school, when it comes to stream, hopefully it gets signed by it gets approved by the House of Assembly and signed by the governor? Do you think that it has the potentials of producing persons, skilled professionals in the business that would be able to export what we make from here? Or are we already seeing a glimpse of exports of the food made in Akwa Ibom?
Sure. We'll be able to export. Now, how do you export meals? For instance, afang leaf, which you know, if you want to send it out, you have to ensure that it is properly dehydrated. And you send it, once you cook it, it turns the real afang. But we have to, this training is to ensure that we know the safety method of using, so that you don't inhibit the originality of this product. You can export it safe to wherever you are sending it to. So I believe so well that we will have professionals, not just professionals, well-equipped place, so that we will know the machines to use at the right time, active machines to use.
Okay, so there are specific machines that are supposed to be dedicated.
Yes.
Not just the, not just only gas cooker.
No, not just the gas cooker. We have a whole lot of machineries. So the government have a whole lot of work to do, because it's one thing to erect a structure and call it a culinary institute, and it's another thing to equip the school for it to stand a test of time and also to be recognized globally.
Isn't that the conversation that we've always been having, talking about ideas and perspectives? Being able to think up something that would go well for the state is not the problem of the country, but the implementation. Now, we have this very beautiful idea. Do you think that the government of Akwa Ibom State, when you look at the activities of the governor currently, would have the mindset towards ensuring that this school, when it comes on stream, would be able to reach the goals and aspirations that it hopes to achieve?
Okay, coming from the governor, the present governor, Pastor Moino, he was already in hospitality sector, and he understands the efficacy of that sector. So I believe so well that the governor will do a very good job to ensure that this school is okay. It is known for the best. He's going to do everything to ensure that it comes out well.
All right, well, we're talking about healthy meals now, and there are some practices within town that you would look back and wonder, why is this being done? So I'd like you to bring us some perspective as a professional chef. You do see people sell on the roadsides and expose those meals to different passersby, and even by gutters you see meals being made on the roadside. People are buying these foods freely, and if you ask them why you're doing this, they say we have the African blood in us, nothing can harm us. But then bring us some professional perspective as to these practices and the dangers that are inherent in them.
Okay, so the first thing we have to understand as a consumer is that you should aim at consuming what is healthy, because it is what you take in that either makes nor destroys you. So when someone just pick meal by the roadside, firstly is because it is cheap. You just feel, oh, this woman sells her meal at a token of 500 naira, and she's by the roadside, you eat it. After all, African, we don't die by microbial activities. But not knowing that these things will accumulate in your system over time. You may be strong, you eat from it, the first day you don't have any issue. The second day, the third day, you'll be hit by a serious chronic disease and you're rushed to the hospital. If you had saved yourself not eating anyhow and then go for a more healthier meals, then you wouldn't have been taken to the hospital. You would have saved yourself the financial stress of going to the hospital. So this idea, I think we will have to talk to our people, create more sensitization to tell people how safe it is to eat just healthy meals for your health benefits.
Yeah, do you think the sensitization have been done enough? Because I know government always speaks about creating awareness regarding healthy eating and meals that are being made. Do you think that there are extra efforts, extra lengths that the government needs to take towards ensuring that these issues that we see, which are of course that are bad to the health, can be addressed?
Yes, it can be addressed. First, we can start from our schools. The same way we sensitize about HIV and AIDS, we should also sensitize about food safety, personal hygiene. We should also create measures like monitoring teams to walk into these places that create meals to ensure that the vicinity, the environment is clean and free from cross-contamination.
All right, let's drive this home with this last question. Talking about youth employment and the importance that is attached to it. When you talk about the culinary schools, the next thing that comes to mind is after graduation, what next for the youths that are going to be a part of this school? Do you see this school being a money spinner when you talk about employment for youths and being able to ensure that the Akwa Ibom State youth population are engaged positively?
Yes, it's going to help a lot in the employment aspect. Okay, now if you look at Akwa Ibom State, if you are asked, what are we known for? The first thing that comes into your head is Akwa Ibom have good hotels, we have good lounge, we have good restaurants and all of that. That is basically our major industry.
Okay.
So when you move into these industries, you meet that the people heading the kitchen are not Akwa Ibomites. Mostly they are from the Yorubas, and Akwa Ibomites are just at maybe the tail end.
All right, and they have the recipe.
But they have their recipe and it is that state.
Okay.
So this school will come to train Akwa Ibomites to that level where they can head these are top hospitality firms.
All right.
And then we no more have to bring people from outside to manage the kitchen.
Oh, we're completely out of time. Thank you very much, food scientist and chef, Secretary General, Association of Professional Chefs in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, Mrs. Idara Emmanuel. Mrs., I'm right?
Yes, I'm Mrs.
Thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks so much, sir.
All right. So that's the size of Niger Delta today. Many thanks for staying tuned to bring you another very interesting edition tomorrow. My name is Xavier Robert. To have a terrific Thursday. Bye.